a way of looking at and thinking about very complex gaps that people are facing, right? So we talk about it as CPR. It does not stand for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. There are no breaths or hands or anything involved in this. CPR stands for content, pattern, and relationship. It's a way about thinking about some of these really tough gaps and kind of teasing apart what's at the core or the heart of this issue here. So, content stands for a single instance of a problem. The action itself or its immediate consequences, that's the issue right here, right? You were meant to be here on time. You are not here on time, right? Here is the content. That is the single instance of the problem. A pattern, not surprisingly, and probably very self-evident, is the reoccurring problem, right? It's not that you were late this morning, it's that you've been late 7 out of the last 10 times, right? A pattern is evolving. And then finally, relationship. And I think about this as simply, it's starting to affect how we are relating to one another. It's affecting our working relationship. Maybe because of the gap, I don't trust you, or I question your competence. I'm not sure I can count on you, right? We're starting to do workarounds because of this ongoing persistent gap that we're seeing, right? We've started to do some workarounds. That would get to that relationship level issue. Now, when you think about this, and here is the big idea that I want to share with you. Most of the persistent resistant problems that we see in organizations are caused by a failure to address issues at the pattern or relationship level. We are much better at the content level. It's easier, it feels safer. We're pretty good at being like, hey, I just saw this. Can you do this? Right? Like that little gap, right? It feels very small, very safe. But when those things persist, when those behaviors persist, when they become patterns and they start to impact our relationship, when we start to tell ourselves stories about what they mean and make judgments and draw conclusions, that's when those conversations get so tricky and those problems become so ingrained. We talk about it here, as you can see with the dandelion, the weed metaphor, right? The content is sort of what you see above the surface, and it can feel pretty easy and actually kind of great to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna snip that little yellow flower right off, and my lawn will be beautiful again, all green and pretty. But if you don't get to the root of those problems, those pattern and relationship level conversations, the problem simply persists.